Hi, my YouTubies. Nice to see you all again. And this is Simply Love, and I'm coming to you with another video for July 2015. Sorry I'm late. As I explained to others throughout my other videos that I've had illness in my family with my father. So I put all my focus and put all my time in with him as he went through surgery and his recovery. And thank you all for reaching out for his fast recovery and your blessings. I really appreciate it. It really made me feel good in knowing that you guys really do care. I really appreciate that because I really care about each and every one of you who views my videos. I care about everybody. I love everybody in the world. I really do. Good or bad, I love because God put that love in my heart. It's just been there ever since I've been a child. I just love people. I love to see people with a good outcome. Um, I always wanted to do this, but I was always being called crazy or something's wrong with me or something through things I used to see, and events I used to tell people before it even would happen. So it took a long time for me to come out of the physical to be into the spiritual, and that means a spiritual connection with God, which is inside of me. So I had to look inside myself. It took a long time. It took a pain and heartache to get there, but I got there. And I'm here to tell you that you can get there too. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to tell you how. And it's going to be through the messages, the guidance of the Most High Creator who created you and who created me and everything of this world and everyone of this world. We all have a chance to make it. We all have a chance to have happiness and love. And you're going to get those messages through me because I go through prayer before I do my reading for you and ask the Most High God to send the messages. And I believe that He does through me. And I ask because I gave up my life for this. I gave myself up. If that makes any difference, I surrendered myself to my calling because I was ignoring it by doing what I want to do. When you're doing things you want to do, you always run into a brick wall. You wonder why. Because you have a calling on your life. There's something that you were put here to do. Each and every one of us is this powerful being. We have this power inside of us that you have to ignite it. And when you ignite it, means you have to give up. You just have to give up the physical, and dive into the spiritual realm of life where God exists, which is inside of you. You have to look inside yourself and discover love there. You have to love yourself so you can love others, so you can learn how to forgive. You're gonna have to learn how to forgive through loving yourself. All that falls into place anyway. So focus. A lot of you need to focus on yourself when it comes to any type of situation in life, no matter what it is. Most of it is like a lot of love situations, relationships and stuff. I know because I've been through it myself. And, just on jobs, working, what you want to do with your life, things like that all take part when you surrender to your calling. It's right inside of yourself. Just go into meditation, ask your guides to show you where you need to be, because there's guides all around. That's why when I pray for the guides, his angels that do the work for him, that he sends those messages out to, um, and try to, and whoever accepts their calling within that area of work, as I did myself, you'll see through the third eye. You'll listen to the Most High God's Creator's voice and his guidance. It's not what you see with the physical eye; it's what you feel with the spirit and the spiritual eye is what will lead you in life. And there's not really much you do. All you do is just surrender. Just say, I surrender and help me to become the person that you want me to be. And it's not a perfect person. It's just living in your calling. And with living in your calling and spiritual grace and love will follow. Um, Your calling will help you, will have money chasing you instead of you chasing money. See, it all turn around from man's physical way of life into spiritual, but you're still a physical being. So learn that. Learn to love yourself first, and everything else will follow. Okay, now this reading I'm going to be doing right now is for July 2015 for you Virgos out there. Let's see what Virgos are up to now. Virgos, you've been going through some things. I already can tell that right now. You've been going through some of you Virgos. I say almost 70% maybe. I'm hearing 70% of you Virgos are going through something right now. I actually can just feel it. I feel it now that I'm into the Virgos out there. I can feel it. You're going through some time. And I love you Virgos. I really do. I used to date a Virgo, you know, and I know, they think they're logical. They're logical about everything and everything they do. They're perfectionists. They like everything to be perfect. They try to change people to be the person that they want them to be instead of allowing the person to be who they are and accepting them for who they are. That's where a lot of Virgos fail in love relationships or any type of relationships. If you look all over 70% of the world as far as relationship wise, Virgos have a problem with that because and I'm just gonna keep it real with you, and I'm going through spirit here from what I'm hearing is that, something that this is a message that I ain't gotta lay no cards down to say. It's just a lot of you have to get out of the control, and get into your heart, meditate, talk to your spiritual beings. I'm feeling like a lot of you Virgos have somebody on the other side that's watching after you and trying to deliver messages to you. They are delivering messages to you, and you are empathic and very empathic, but you are dark empathic because you take on the dark side of people's problems, and they don't mind putting those problems on you, and you get nothing in return, Virgo. You're going to have to look at the spiritual side of it, look at the light, look at yourself as a loving, caring person that you deserve. Okay, you're deserving of love. You're deserving of what you put out. You're deserving of that. You're being guided by someone from the other side, even more than one. I'm sensing for a lot of you Virgos, you're being guided by more than one person that's crossed over. To some of you Virgos, there's somebody earlier here lately that has happened to in your life, a relative member. And this relative member is coming across very strong as, wanting to be a guide and a teacher for you. They want the best for you. They don't want you to live in misery. They don't want people running over top of you. They don't want people using you. They want you to be they want you to be a strong individual and use your talent and make the money chase you, not you chasing the money. I'm also getting a feeling for some of you, Virgos out there, is the opposite. If you're on the dark side, if you're on the opposite side of that was the positive side of the Virgos. If you're on the negative side of the Virgos, you're the one that's playing these games. There's a lot of game playing here. There's a lot of manipulation going on that you're creating yourself, and you're wondering why you're in the rut. I feel some of you Virgos are on the blink of jumping off a bridge, of jumping off of a roof, or, like in the brink of thinking about maybe ending your life. I'm feeling that for some of you Virgos. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you're listening to this and this resonates with you, don't do it. Don't do it because all you have to do is just turn it around. Stop doing that, what you're doing, and turn it around and pray and ask your angel guides. And with this person who just passed is with you, and they're talking to you. They're trying to show you things through different people and things around you that, to turn this thing around so you can live a happy and have a healthy relationship that you've been always wanting. And they're telling me that you're also, some of you Virgos are scared. I'm feeling very scared and frightened, afraid to speak up for yourself for some reason. This something happened in your childhood for a lot of you Virgos I'm picking up. I don't even need to read the cards, but I'm going to. But this is just flowing to me in that there's childhood tragedy, trauma going on here that's been happening since you were a child coming up that you can't seem to let go. And what you're doing subconsciously, not saying you're doing it consciously on the negative side of Virgo. You're using your negative side to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? You're very smart, very intuitive, very empathic, but you're using it towards the wrong people, or you're doing this yourself to people because there's something deep down inside of you that you can't let go. It's there and you know it's there, you can't let go, and subconsciously you're hurting other people because you've been hurt and you haven't let go of that hurt yet. So you're subconsciously hurting, seeking to hurt other people, not just, hurting people just to be hurting. Subconsciously you're seeking these weak people when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friendships and everything. You think you're better than they are, but you're really not. You're really not. I'm talking to the negative side of Virgo right now. And this is just flowing through me. I'm sorry. I'm just a messenger and I'm going to keep it real, all the way real. And you are intentionally hurting people. That's bringing you some kind of happiness or filling that void that you feel in your life because of something that you haven't let go of yet. And it happened since you was a child. You need to go back and, redirect that. Redirect that before you hit a brick wall. Some of you have already hit that brick wall. Some of you are already on the brink of doing yourself in because you feel like the world don't care about you. It's you that don't care about you. It's you. It's not the world. It's you. Look in that mirror. And and stop judging other people. Stop getting around people that are so negative because you're the one that's negative, because that's why you're going around hanging around negative people and getting in negative situations and getting negative relationships. Take a look at you, the negative Virgo that I'm talking to. I don't care if you like it or not. I'm going to say the truth and speak the truth of what I'm getting from the Most High God. If you don't love yourself, you don't love the Most High God. And you're not going to take this very well, this message that just came to some of you negative type Virgos that's in this situation. Hey, turn it around. Turn it around. Look at yourself in the mirror and just admit it. Take the mask off, some of you Virgos out there that are masquerading around, and using people just to get what you want for your purpose and for your means, It goes both ways. There's positive and negative. And I talked to the positive already. I'm now talking to the negative. The negative ones, I really want you to call in to get some type of counseling because you need it. And you need it very bad before you actually go cuckoo for coconut. And that is not a no joke either. I'm serious. Because you're going down a dangerous path, some of you Virgos. Negative Virgos are going down. You got to turn this around. And I believe that God has given me this message so you can have the opportunity to turn around before it's too late. So let me get on with the reading. I already prayed over cards. I already shuffled the cards, and I already asked Most High God to deliver the messages, which I believe He delivered a lot of messages without me having to use these. These are just tools. A lot of people need physical observation because we're physical along with spiritual, mind, body, and spirit. That's what we are. So He's into everything. I'm not no witch. I ain't no none of that stuff. I'm not no astrologer. Nothing like that. I use this as a guide. But the messages come to me through Most High God's angels who surrounds me and tells me what my audience needs to hear. Okay? So I'm going to go on with the reading for you, Virgo, for July 2015. Let's see what they have in store for you. Okay. First card I'm getting here, this is for a man. This could be a man or a woman, Virgo. There's sadness right now, as I spoke of earlier. This could be on the negative side of the Virgo. There's sadness, there's depression, deep, deep depression. There's like solitude, like you're putting yourself in a cave and just closing it up and don't want to deal with nobody. This is just some of you Virgos, not all of you. So, some of you Virgos are on the brink of a nervous breakdown because of the situation that you put yourself in. It's nobody's fault but your own. Your own choices, because you do have free will. We all have free will. But you have chosen to put yourself in this situation. Man or woman, Virgo out there I'm talking to. You resonate with this. You know I'm talking to. You're sad right now. What you thought was going to happen or what you thought was going to turn out by deception, by thinking in your head too much instead of using your heart, it's gotten you here. It's gotten you a lot of you Virgos just sad, depressed, very, very depressed, I feel. Drinking and drugging for some of you might be going on to try to suppress what you feel. But you have to come out of that, Virgos, I'm talking to. Some of you Virgos, you're going to have to come out of this misery and this fear. I'm getting big time fear for some of you. Some of you feeling trapped. Like you don't even know what the hell's going on. It's like you feel like you're just at a drift in life. Look, let me tell you something. So you negative Virgos that's going through this, you don't need to be like this. You don't have to be like this. You can turn this around. You can turn this around. You know, by not using your head all the time. Bring your mind, body, and spirit together through meditation and through prayer. And ask your guides. As I said, for some of you, your guides, there's someone that passed over, a couple of people that are around you, and they're protecting you, and they want you to see. And they may have to bring you to this point for you to see it. Virgo. And just in general, some of you Virgos are just sad about a certain situation. It could have been where you were left alone, or you feel lonely, or you feel like you can't never find anybody. Some of you may have lost a mate. Some of you may have gotten divorced, because I'm getting this card of marriage. And some of you Virgos may be getting married. You know, maybe there was hope of a marriage here. Maybe there was some type of matrimony for, you know, some of you Virgos out there. Some of you Virgos did get married this year, or you know, or going to be around the second week of July. You may be, you know, making plans to be married, some kind of contract situation, some kind of a togetherness type thing. Maybe some of y'all moving in with somebody, you know. You know, for some of you Virgos that I'm feeling for, some of you may be, you know, have gotten or getting married this month or sometime next month. You may be preparing for a relationship where there's going to be a bond there between two people, for some of you Virgos. But see, with this thing feeling so sad, you don't have to, because, you know, that's following you. You know, you can get married. Your dreams can come true. That's just for the negative side of the Virgo. But for the positive side, you know, this may what as well been happening, and maybe an engagement or marriage or something takes place. Okay. For some of you Virgos out there, you're getting married just for the money. Somebody has the money. For the negative side of the Virgo, you're getting married because there's plenty of money available to you from this other person, maybe. Okay. Or, you know, on the other hand, it could be where you know, your luck's going to change. You might win the lottery or something. You might win a scratch off, Virgos. Some of you Virgos out there, you might just get an inheritance or something, some surprise money from somewhere, Virgo. And that's a real good thing for some of you Virgos out there. You might get a surprise of money, of inheritance. Um, Maybe somebody owes you some money and you get paid back, twice over. Um, yeah, that's all I'm feeling really from this card. It's either some of you getting married or with somebody, or a relationship could have broken off because of somebody maybe not making a commitment. Maybe there's one person, somebody wanted to make a commitment and you're scared of commitment or something, or you may have wanted this commitment, and girl or guy, and may have maybe this didn't happen, or maybe it changed. It could have changed around and it could have worked out, or because it could have been because they found out maybe it's because of the money is all that you wanted them for, or vice versa. It could have be vice versa the other way, guy or girl. But I'm getting that you're going to be, a lot of you Virgos out there are going to be receiving messages, or you're going to be spreading the love. As I said, there's, maybe a fortune here, maybe a lottery winner ticket or something like that, or maybe something went through that you, some of you Virgos, something may have went through that you signed up for, maybe, government wise, maybe they approved you for something, some money, you get money every month. Maybe some of you, just like I said, got lucky and hit the lottery or scratch off or something. Money is coming in, it looks like. And for some of you Virgos, we're trying to get married to someone because of, due to the security, the money part of it. Not necessarily saying that you wanted to be with this person, but it could have been that. And then, in other cases, in some Virgos, it's because, inheritance or something like that. And it looks like this money that you get, you're going to be sharing it with a lot of people. You're going to be gladly sharing the money, but some of you Virgos need to watch who you share your money with. You can't just please everybody. You just can't say yes to everybody, out there that wants something. You might want to just keep this on the DL, which is the down low. You might not want everybody to know that you got this money coming in here, because if you do, you're asking for trouble to knock at your door, Virgo. So keep this on the low, and share with those who share with you. Give back to those who gave to you. All those times, some of those Virgos there. Give back. Give back. The more you give, the more you receive. Okay, that's the end of that general, okay? Now what I'm going to do is get those messages to you from the angels, see what they have to say to you, see what they want some of you Virgos to focus on for the month of July, okay? For Virgo, month of July. Our Creator to send the messages down to the angels. Tell us what you need them to hear for the viewers, the Virgo viewers. What messages do you want? Usually I kind of wait for some to pop out. They're not popping out, so I'm going to have to pick them. Okay? 1, 2. First card I get for you Virgos out there is you're going to need some healing. As I said, for a lot of you ones that are troubled, that are very troubled, that felt like you fell off a cliff, or feel like you want to dive off a cliff because everything is just went totally haywire. You're going to need to get healing, and you're going to have help with this. You're going to need some type of help with your healing. Like I said, if some of you Virgos can give me a call so I can help you out with the issues that you're having regarding this and what to do. But a lot of you just need healing. You need to stay in meditation, and you need to stay out in nature, do nature walks, stay in nature so that your spirit guides can talk to you. Stay by rivers and lakes and trees and flowers and birds. Hear the birds tweeting. to relax your mind. You're going to need healing from whatever you went through. It's almost like, it was almost like a tragic situation or something I'm feeling from some of you Virgos. And you're going to need definitely some time and healing from this. You know, you really do, or you need to relax and just rest and heal. You know, some of you might be healing from, you know, maybe an operation or a surgery, or maybe you need to heal so you don't go down that route, have to have surgery or any kind of medicine or things like that that you go through. It's come from stress, and it came from some kind of hard emotional event. So you need healing. You need healing. Go on YouTube, Virgos, and get a lot of those healing videos and listen to them at least twice a day. Go in and get some affirmations that you can say on a daily basis that you want to that you want happen, what you want change. Take a good look at yourself in the mirror instead of looking around at everybody else and seeing and judging them and telling them and wanting them want control over them. Heal from all that. Heal from all that so you can accept people for who they are, just as well as they accept you for who you are. It's not good to be in your mind all the time. You need your mind, body, and spirit has to work together. They're not a separate thing. They all work together, and that's what you need to learn. For some of you Virgos out there, for some of y'all, you need rest. You've been working too hard. You've been doing something way too much. And somebody else has just been sitting back watching you do all this. It's time to heal. It's time to heal, Virgo. Okay, and the next one is telling you emerge. It's going to be an emerging. You see this coming up with those angel wings behind, and this is for men and women I'm talking to, and flowers down below. Emerge. It's time to emerge from that same old thing. It's time to come out right now. It's time to come out of your shell. You know, and for some of you Virgos, it's time to put your foot down. You know what I mean? And just emerge and show who you really are. Take that mask off and emerge and be you. So what? You're different. I know how that feels. So what? Accept it. Be proud of it, because God is the one that made you that way. Your creator made you that way. So why are you ashamed to be who you are? To be who you want to be. Emerge, emerge, emerge. Come out and be you. And what other people think, it don't matter. It don't matter. It's all about love, and it's all about loving yourself. And once you get about loving yourself, you take that mask off and you take the responsibility of things that happen in your life. You take that responsibility. Don't turn it around on somebody else. You take that responsibility so you can heal and so you can emerge and be that person that God wants you to be and that God created you to be. Okay? We want some healing here from a lot of you Virgos out there. And this I'm talking about a lot of you Virgos out there going through this, okay? I'm sorry about the phone situation. I thought I turned it off. Okay. The next thing I have, being this is, you know, we're going to talk about, you know, a love life, you know, what you can kind of expect coming up here, okay? Some of you already been through a love situation and it didn't work out the way you planned it. You made the wrong choice when you thought it was the right choice, and you were very disappointed. Now you're back. You lost a lot. You invested a lot, and you lost a lot through this person that you were with, and you thought that was the right person. Talking both male and female. Okay, you made the wrong choice because you keep going through your mind. You keep using your mind, and if you just use your mind open, and not use your heart, it starts to become manipulation. I don't know if you're even aware of that, but it starts to be a manipulation. And it's all through some childhood trauma that you have to get rid of. You need help, Virgos. Some of you Virgos out there need help badly. And you need to accept your responsibility of the actions that you have done to yourself through thinking, not using your heart. Okay? Keeps coming up. All right. What I'm seeing for you Virgos here is the Knight of Swords. Male or female, depends on who's looking at it. If you're a woman looking at it, this is a man. If you're a man looking at it, it's a woman. Man on man, woman on woman, however you look at it, how you're viewing it, that's what it is. This is the King of Swords. And when you talk about the King of Swords, you're talking about a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person. If you're looking at it in the physical eye, you know. But I'm gonna give it to you the real way. You know what I'm saying? So it could be anybody, okay? It could be anybody. But as far as physical, we all like, you know, supposed to be loving physical stuff so much, so we have to use this as a guide, okay? So the Aries, Leo, or Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person in your life. Let's see what they got in store for you. I didn't shuffle these cards. And this is the love prediction for this person that's coming your way, male or female. This is what you can expect from this person coming in here. That's a air sign. Or it could be something either coming up or has been. It just depends on which Virgo we're talking about here. Because I'm going to give it to you straight, and I'm going to give it to you all the way around the board. Whether it's you, whether that's something to do with you not doing something you're supposed to be doing, or the ones that's doing something, doing what they're supposed to be doing and not getting what they deserve or feel what they deserve. Okay. All right. This is what I got to you. Venus in conjunction with Jupiter. Okay. And I'm just reading that from what's on here. Like I said, I'm not no astrologer or nothing, but these are a different cards than me. What I like is the romantic prediction of it. Okay. And for this person that's coming, this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, for some of you Virgos out there, or anybody, is going to be a romantic inclusion. This is what you can expect from this person. Shared value and similar ideas get this relationship off to a good start. Okay, for some of you, it's going to be a shared value thing where it's going to get things, relationship, you know, off to a good start. You may bring a practical slant to it, while your lover has a more spiritual outlook. So these are like two different type people here, but they're the air sign is going to give you a little slant because Virgos are more grounded people. They're more simple people. They're in the simplicity. The simple things are the simple things. You know, they're kind of like a routinists. They do things in a routine, the same way every day, the same old way. It's just they stick to a routine to keep life simple for themselves. That's just part of their nature. They can't help it, okay, really. But sometimes it's good. With this air sign coming in here, they can put a little spark up against you. They can, they're in their mind a lot too, and they can take you off of, off your game plan pretty good. And you kind of like, that's kind of like some kind of like a little competition for you there. Cause they can move like they can think like in their mind too, see. So you could bring you to bring practicality to an earth air sign, and the air sign could bring you into more of being out of your regular routine. You know, they can kind of like get you out of regular routine and see the bigger picture when you look at it in simplicity. So you could both give each other something in this relationship. While your lover has a more spiritual outlook, but these characteristics, though, complement each other. So it is a complementary thing going on here when it comes to an air sign and a earth sign. It's very complementary. If you're going to pick anybody, it would be that, because they can give you something that you lack, and you can give them something that they lack, and it can bring it together, and it can be really, really good. The characteristics complement each other pretty well. If you have ever wished or for destiny to take a hand in life to ensure that you are in the right place at the right time for romance to blossom, this is it, fulfillment. Okay? So, for a lot of you Virgos out there, not all of you, it's just a general reading. I'm going a little extensive here because I was late, you know, and I'm going to give you a little feel of what a full reading would be like. This is not a full reading. It is still general, because we're not talking to one specific person for their individual thing. We're just, you know, broadening it. But for some of you can relate to this, okay? This person that comes into your life that is a Virgo, an air sign that comes into you in your life, Virgo, would be good for you, is what they're basically saying. It's like air and earth. You know, earth is practical, and air is all over the place. Okay, air is what makes people live and breathe. Air makes you live. It's your survival. Air is your survival. It's the breath of air, the spirituality of it, and you are ground, which is solid. You know, never moves. Only when it's shaken. Only when ground moves when there's a volcano, you know, the eruption of a volcano or earthquake, things like that. And see, that's what the air offers for earth. So you both have something to offer one another, to give to one another in order for it to be a lasting relationship. So it will be a good relationship for most of you Virgos out there with this air sign person. So, you know, kind of like they throw you on a loop. Yeah, they throw you out of your comfort zone sometimes, but sometimes that's what you need. You need to just lighten up a little bit, and, you know, kind of like don't necessarily have to stick to a routine all the time. Okay. And you ones that, you know, feel like you lost something at loss, it's going to be found, but you have to want it. You have to go through the motions. You have to go through transformation to get there. Okay? You have to transform yourself. You have to be different. You're going to have to accept who you are. You're going to have to forgive, and you're going to have to love. You have to use your mind, body, and soul all together as one, so you can accept yourself, love yourself, forgive those who hurt you in the past, forget about the past, concentrate on the future, and accept people for who they are, and not worry about criticizing them because they don't do things the way you like them to be done. Do things the way you like them to be done, but leave that other person, let them do them. If it's not nothing detrimental, don't pick nobody apart, because that's what you want done. You know, that controls. That's the controlling issue of you. That's your main problem. You want control over every situation, and you feel destroyed and defeated if you can't. But don't do that. Open up your heart. Like I said, go on YouTube and do some videos to open up your heart chakras, Virgos, some of you Virgos out there. Okay? Do your meditation. Get out there, outside in the woods, by the water. Get in nation. That one wanted to come out. Now I'm reading through the eyes of your soul right now, Virgo, and the eyes of your soul is saying you need to take this sacred journey. This came up with another sign too. It's time for you to take that sacred journey. You know, especially you ones that's at rock bottom right now. Take the sacred journey. Take it. Listen this time. Listen to your guides, the ones that passed over here recently. They're trying to talk to you. Listen to your dreams. Figure out that you deserve love. If you're on a negative side, trying to rule and control everybody and doing these things that you know you're not supposed to be doing, drugging, drinking, to try to make your life different. It's not going to. It's just going to make it worse. And this is looking into your eyes. This is the Most High God looking into your eyes, telling you, you know, and it's telling you, and you've been telling you, and you've been hearing them, you've just been ignoring them. And you know, you just go right on ahead and ignore them, okay? Looking right in your eyes right now. And he's telling you, you need to go on that sacred journey and be for real. Be for real. Take that mask off and be you, and be happy with you. Love yourself. Accept people for who they are. Forgive whatever happened to you in the past, this trauma situation. Forget about it. Forgive them, forgive yourself, and move on to a better life, because it's offering it to you, Virgo. It's offering it to you, but it's just not going to fall in your lap. You just can't sit and hide. You try to plot and scheme up another plan, because your plans, what they're telling me, your plans is not going to work anymore with nobody anymore, because the Most High God is not going to let it happen. Even if he have to keep slamming you up against the wall to let you know this, then so be it. That's what's going to happen. But some of you Virgos out there, you get it. You know what you're doing. Some of you are going through transformation right now. You are looking at yourself in the mirror, and you are planning out your life, and you are starting to love yourself and care about yourself, and you want to be in a better place. You're tired of how you are towards yourself and throwing it out into the world like they've done it all and you've done nothing. That's enough to drive you crazy. So get with the program, Virgo. And for you all that are with the program, congratulations to you. And for you ones that really need some help and guidance, and everything's below. You can see it. It's below in the description how to get in touch with me or get in touch with somebody. You ones that's at that breaking point. There's some that's at a breaking point right now, because you continue to not want to listen, and you're going to have to listen to your inner guide. You're going to have to listen to your Creator and the angels that he sends around you with these messages. Even other people that has passed over in your life, they are all talking to you, and I'm being told that some of you can hear it. Some of you are identifying with it, but you refuse to listen. You still want to do things your way. That's just for some of you Virgos out there. And some of you Virgos out there, you got the message, and congratulations to you, because it is hard to change. It's hard to make a change. I know, because I've been there and done that. And I needed some tough love too. To get out of my head and open my heart. And forget about what happened to me as a child in the past. And it really changed my life. It really has. You can do it. Love yourself first, and everything else is going to follow. What you throw out to the universe is what comes right back to you tenfold. So if you hurt somebody really, really bad on purpose, knowing what you were doing, plotting it in your mind, it's going to come back to you tenfold. And you don't want that, because some of you can lose your freaking mind. Excuse my language. Some of you can lose your mind, or some of you might not never gain. Your mind is a terrible thing to waste. Use your mind, body, and spirit. Become a whole. Get into meditation at least twice a day. Go out in nature walk to yourself. Listen to your guides. Now that you know, now that you got the messages. Again, for some of you ones that are on the negative side, the positive, and you know you're doing just fine. Keep on doing what you're doing. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I love all of you. Yes, some of it is tough love, some of it is facing reality, some of it is turning it around and looking in the mirror. You know, I had to do it myself. That's why it's easy for me to say, because I've been there, done that. I had to turn that mirror around instead of blaming everybody else. This is nothing critical. This is something to help you with the rest of your life. You deserve to be happy. If you want to be happy, you've got the tools. You've been told. Don't say you haven't been told. Some of you Virgos out there, okay? And for you ones that are, doing the right thing, congratulations to you. You know, some of you probably watched the videos previously and you've seen what was going on and you took heed to it and you're going through changes. Some of you are going to have to do a overall. You know, some of you are going to need to have some help. Like I said, my number's down there, or somebody that you feel as though can help you, call them. It's going to be worth it. Especially with me, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it in one session. You don't have to keep going back and back and forth and back and forth. If you get it and pick up on it and do what the Most High God wants you to do in your life, okay? As I always end it with, love is all there is and love is all there ever be. Be for real. Be you. Just be you. Love you. And everything else is going to follow. I thank you all for subscribing and watching my videos, and thank you all for who were concerned about my father. When I told you I was having issues with my dad, I had to be with him. I appreciate that so much. We both appreciate it, and we both thank you so much. And continue to, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, like, comment, share. I thank you all for that. I really appreciate you all, and I love each and every one of you. And I hope this video really helps someone out there, especially someone who has reached rock bottom. Come on up. You can come up. It's not over yet. It ain't over till the fat lady say it's over. Okay? You got a chance. So this was that chance. Take the ball and run for it and turn this thing around and think positive and do positive things for others. And it's coming back to you. Love you, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye-bye.